The abortion pill Mifepristone is now in the sights of the Trump administration. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the newly confirmed Secretary of Health and Human Services, says that he was tasked by the president to study the potential risks of the drug. Under the Biden administration, regulations of Mifepristone were relaxed, leading many, especially those in the pro-life movement, to raise the alarm about the potential dangers. And joining us now for more insight into Mifepristone is Dr. Ingrid Skop, OB-GYN and Vice President of Medical Affairs at the Charlotte Lozier Institute. Dr. Skop, great to be with you. First, I'm going to get your reaction to Senator Kennedy, Secretary Kennedy, that is, taking a look into the abortion pill for safety issues.
I appreciate that Secretary Kennedy is willing to question the narrative that says so many things are settled science. It's important to know that regarding abortion, there is no data that is mandatorily collected. We do not know the numbers. We do not know the complications. We do not know the deaths that occur after these drugs, particularly if they're related to a mental health complication. We don't even have standard definitions of what is a complication. The abortion industry does not consider it a complication if it fails and causes a woman to need surgery. No one is looking at long-term complications, like how does it affect the next pregnancy? And again, mental health complication research is almost unheard of. So I'm happy that he wants to look at it, but we really need better data. There's ways to get this data, but it's not asking the abortion industry to voluntarily report. And that's the current state of affairs.
Yeah, Dr. Skop, why is that? Why aren't these numbers, numbers of adverse effects due to Mifepristone being reported by the FDA? Why are they not required?
Well, over time, we've seen the FDA remove important safeguards. Up until 2016, they did require complications to be reported. But in fact, we discovered that only about 5% of those anticipated complications were actually reported. The abortion industry routinely ignored that reporting requirement. But in 2016, the FDA said, you know what? We don't want to hear about complications anymore. Only tell us if these drugs kill a woman. And then, as you mentioned, in 2021, the Biden FDA removed the in-person safeguards. So these drugs are being sent through the mail. We don't even know who's ordering them. That's the current unregulated state of affairs. Women are self-managing their own abortions without any medical supervision. I'm practicing in Texas. I am seeing these women very frequently who've been harmed by these drugs being mailed into my state. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done to rein this in, to look for good data, and then to analyze it and to say how many complications are too much. And I would say that what we're experiencing right now, when about 1 in 20 women need surgery or show up to an emergency room after taking these drugs, that's far too many complications. But we need to know what the reality is, and the FDA has not been trying to find that data for a long time.
Yeah, so much more we can talk about, almost out of time. But what do you hope comes from this investigation?
I anticipate that when the data is analyzed in a very scientific, methodologic fashion, that we're going to discover these drugs are very dangerous. And I think that they will be reined in, perhaps even taken off the market. They're that dangerous for women.
Yeah, we're going to leave it right there. Thank you so much, Dr. Skop. Great to have you on. God bless.
Thank you. Appreciate it.